Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is a video submitted by Loon in the comments, and it's a video by Mr. MB333 of a green fireball going into a volcano. Also have this video from 2016 of a strange craft. It looks like a triangle craft over an Air Force base in Italy. And here is a video from 2015 of a strange light spotted over New Hampshire. Let's see, this is also from 2015 of a strange light. I mean, this video is kind of boring, of a light in Canada. And here's a photograph that was taken of a pretty, clear looking UFO in 2021. And this is actually an update on the Baltic Sea anomaly. I'm sure most people have heard of that by now. The strange, I mean, it's rock now, but a lot of people think that it's the remnants of an ancient craft or maybe some type of ceremonial site or something. Let's see. Also have this video from 2019 showing a structure on the moon. And here is this. I think it's a mandala or something like that it's called, but it's a long geometrical design that was found in the desert, 13 miles long. And I think this is here in the United States. And here's something interesting. Giant cauldrons in Siberia believed to be of extraterrestrial origin. But look at this mound here. And in this mound is this structure. Look at that. And right now it's underground. But there's a video, let's take a look at that. And then last is this article here. And last is this website talking about ancient Egyptian papyrus describes a massive UFO encounter. Did aliens arrive 3,500 years ago? See, again, this is where the brainwashing, they keep saying arrive. What if they're coming up out of the ocean? Just because we see them, coming down, or just because our ancient ancestors saw them coming down from the skies, doesn't mean they came from another planet. I am starting to believe that there has always been an advanced species living on the planet. And, these Egyptians were describing another species that we share the planet with, as opposed to, a species arriving here or visiting us. I think that's all part of the brainwashing. I think, definitely there are people within our government that know, and they're trying to hide that. But anyways, let's take a look at this one here. This is from Mr. MBB333 from, I think this is from a while ago, from 2021. But I had posted a video a few weeks back of a bunch of these green lights that are seen flying through the sky. And people keep saying they're fireballs or meteors. But if you keep seeing the same lighted object around the same area or going into and coming out of volcanoes, they're not fireballs or meteors. They're more likely to be some type of controlled craft. But anyways, take a look at this.
Mount Ray Young from ground level. I want to talk about the event that occurred back on May 28th. You can see the bright green fireball looking like it went right into Mount Mariapi. That happened on May 28th, and it was caught on the volcano cam. Right there's the bright green fireball. Well, this happened again, apparently last night. A thud is heard as a flash of light is recorded over Mount Ray Young. People heard the rumble in the sky. They weren't sure where it was coming from, didn't necessarily see the fireball. It was picked up on a camera that monitors Mount Ray Young. People stepped outside and were apparently looking around, hoping it wasn't the big volcano getting ready to erupt, and thankfully it was not, but there was a large fireball picked up on a camera right in the same area next door to Mount Mariapi. I'm going to show you on a map just how close together these volcanoes are, 12 miles apart. Here's Mariapi right here in the foreground. Back here in the background is Mount Ray Young.
Now, I'm sure people are aware of the videos from Mexico, from Popocatépetl, of, the 5-meter crafts going in and out of the volcanoes. So again, they're not fireballs. It's more likely these are crafts being used by our neighbors. Again, it's pretty obvious by this point, and I don't understand why so many other people in the UFO community are either afraid to say it or haven't figured it out yet. But it's pretty obvious. You know, we have crafts coming in and out of our oceans. We have crafts that are seen by the International Space Station, you know, flying all through the atmosphere. We got all these videos of crafts coming in and out of our volcanoes. And again, why do people think that they're visiting? It's, come on. Anyways, link to this will be in the description. Let's see. Now this one here, this more than likely U.S. military. But anyways, check this out. Yeah, real quickly, I want to point something out, right? You can hear the crickets. You can hear the guy walking through the bushes or the shrub, right? One thing you don't hear this craft. So anyone out there who wants to claim that this is a helicopter or a plane, you're stupid, because you would hear it. If you can hear the crickets, you can hear the guy walking around, you're going to hear this craft. Anyways, link will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. Now, this is from 2015 of Strange Lights in the Sky. Anyways, check this out.
Here's Jim Smith with the video a lot of people are talking about tonight.
There's something going on in our atmosphere.
Strange lights in the sky over Concord, New Hampshire. Illuminated orbs dancing in the heavens right around sunset. This video was captured by Mike Pitaro at a shopping mall.
What is that? Yeah, it's moving. It's above the clouds. Oh, wow, it's changing shape. They're splitting up.
We showed people the video.
Anyways, that's that. Link will be in the description. Got a lot of videos to go through. Check it out if you want. Let's look at this one here. Yeah, now this one, that's what, 2 minutes, 49 seconds. Yeah, very, very boring, but obviously shows something in the sky. Let me just jump ahead here when it disappears or goes away. Oop, jumped a little too far. Anyways, that's that one. Link will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. Now, you know, this one, that's all it is. It's just a photo. Eyewitness snaps silver disc as clear as day over his home. It's just that the whole video is them talking about it, and it was submitted to MUFON. And, you know, I want to point out, if you go to MUFON, you know, there are people who are reporting seeing these things every single day. Now, no doubt some of them, you know, could be like Venus. I mean, I've definitely mistaken certain planets for things that I thought were UFOs. So yeah, you can definitely attribute some, but you can't attribute all of them. Like I've said before, you know, these sightings have never stopped. People have been seeing these UFOs for as long as we've been keeping track of history. And it's ridiculous to think that they're all visiting. No doubt some of them are, because there's way too many planets out there for us not to be, to have been visited, or currently being visited by, by other species. But the majority, I mean, the fact that we keep seeing the same shaped crafts, the same crafts over and over again, tells me that those are crafts that are being used by the multiple advanced species that we share the planet with. Yeah, and we are not the top dog. We're mindless talking surface monkeys to them. Anyways, link to this will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. This is an updated video to the Baltic Sea Anomaly. I wonder if someone sent this to me. Anyways, check this out.
have emerged trying to explain what the heck this mystery object is. The Baltic Sea anomaly is round, 3 to 4 meters, 9.8 to 13.1 feet, thick and approximately 60 meters, 200 feet, in diameter, stands on an 8 meter, 26 feet, tall pillar-like feature, and is located at a depth of 85 to 90 meters, 279 to 295 feet. A year after discovering the object...
Let me go back to this thing. Look at this thing. You know, think if wood, after millions of years, can turn into stone, if this thing was some type of alloy or metal, you know, why couldn't that turn into stone or rock after enough time? And, you know, later on in this, they talk about how these guys, whenever they try to go down their electronic gear, doesn't work. So it's obviously, you know, not anything natural. Again, most likely a ancient craft that, you know, that crashed, that was used by our advanced neighbors. Anyways, link to this will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. Yeah, this one here just, you know, you can obviously see that there's a structure on the moon. Now, this is in Spanish. Anyways, check this out.
Explica, le enviaron unas fotos que China liberará y que habrían sido tomadas por un orbitador lunar Change 2. Estas muestran claramente los edificios y estructuras en la superficie lunar.
Yeah, look at that. Again, there's no way this is natural. Look at those angles. This was taken by the probe that was sent up there by China. And, you know, if you look over here, too, I think this looks like a right angle, if I'm not mistaken. And these holes, I think they seem to be in alignment. But this right here definitely looks like a right angle. And I wonder if there's some other structures up here, too. But anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Check that out. Let's go to this one here. Yeah, now this is a 13-mile long geometrical design found in the desert. Anyways, let's see. Let's check this out here.
Intricate design was discovered in the desert. Many people believe crop circles are the work of extraterrestrials who want to communicate with us, while others claim they are nothing more than elaborate hoaxes. Sri Yantra, which means holy instrument, is an ancient symbol of Hindu Tantra, which is based on the Hindu philosophy of Kashmir Shaivism. The Sri Yantra is the object of devotion in Sri Vidya. The interesting thing about this crop circle is that nothing was discovered on the site, no footprints, no tire tracks, and no tool marks. The lines in total equate to 13.3 miles, and are...
Okay, I guess this is in Oregon's Sri Yantra. But look at the size of this thing. And like that woman said, there are no tire marks, no tracks leading up to this. And I don't believe that there are any artists who have claimed to have made this.
10 inches wide by 3 inches deep. They were carved into extremely hard, compact dirt, and no signs of the removed dirt can be found. The Sri Yantra formation appeared on August 10, 1990.
Now, that's probably when they found it. I wonder if it was there for much longer and, you know, no one had just ever seen it. Anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Let's go to this one here, this article here about these giant cauldrons in Siberia believed to be of extraterrestrial origin. In northwestern Yakutia in Siberia, there's a remote area that bears the marks of a tremendous cataclysm that took place some 800 years ago. As a result, the entire forest cover was topped and dozens of stone fragments were scattered over hundreds of kilometers. The ancient name of this area is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, which translates as the Valley of Death. There is a huge number of mysterious metal objects located deep underground, which can be seen on the surface only by patches. However, the weirdest of these objects are mysteriously submerged metal cauldrons, which have been attributed to aliens. It is still unknown whether they were a kind of warning or protection system, or maybe they are related to the mysterious Siberian craters. No, I think that in the ancient past, right, they were primitive people on this planet alongside these advanced civilizations that were already living in our oceans. And occasionally, right, some of these visitors would crash land on the planet and then have to make do. And they are probably the ones that started, building these underground structures.
Following details about these metal objects. They are each submerged in small pools of swamp-like water that is anywhere from 2 to 3 feet deep. They are definitely metallic. The scientists entered each swamp and walked on top of the objects and heard metallic sounds when striking the objects. The tops of the objects are very smooth to the touch, but there are sharp points along the outer edge.
Anyways, that's as much as I want to play of that. Link to this will be in the description. Let's go to this last article here. Yeah, ancient Egyptian papyrus describes massive UFO encounter. Did aliens arrive 3,500 years ago? No, I don't think they arrived. I think they were always here. And I don't think they were aliens. I think they were an advanced species that have always existed. And we are just now becoming aware of them. It says, during the 18th dynasty, Egypt was at the peak of its powers. With the advent of the new kingdom, Egypt was reborn, which brought an advanced system of appointing new officials to the regime. The new dynasty was also known as the Tutmosid dynasty for the 4 pharaohs named Tutmosis. The Thule papyrus described the huge UFO sightings that occurred during the reign of Tutmosis III, who ordered his scribes to write the incident on a papyrus after he had witnessed it himself. Now let's go down to where he sees it here. In the year 22 of the 3rd month of winter, the 6th hour of the day, among the scribes of the house of life, it was found that a circle of fire was coming in the sky. It had no head. The breath of its mouth emitted a foul odor. Its body was 1 rod in length and 1 rod in width. It had no voice. It came toward his majesty's house. Their heart became confused, and they fell upon their bellies. They went to the king to report it. His Majesty ordered that the scrolls located in the House of Life be consulted. His Majesty meditated on all these events which were now going on. See, interesting here, they describe how a circle of fire was coming in the sky. It had no head. The breath of its mouth emitted a foul odor. See, what if this was like a Model T version of what we're seeing flying around in the craft or in the sky today? Like I said, what if there was always these advanced civilizations, like, Atlantis, right? We know, I don't think Atlantis was one city or one location. I think the idea of Atlantis was multiple advanced cities located all over the planet. And what if one of these advanced civilizations, came up with this? And at back then, this was, much more primitive, and now, obviously, they're flying around crafts that are, that don't emit any type of foul odor. But again, this is more evidence that we've always shared this planet with an advanced species. Yeah, and the idea that sometimes you'll read about how our military allows them to use certain areas of the planet. It's so stupid. Yeah, we're not in control. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.